Hello guys, so welcome to NHPC Concall analysis. So NHPC is a public sector enterprise and it is in power sector, basically into hydro projects, and slowly they are coming into renewable energy also like solar and wind energy. So this will be a very brief Concall analysis which I'm doing. So for the year, they have mentioned that actually their electricity generation has come down from 18,303 million units to 16,977, sorry, 79, which is about 8% lower. This is because of lower availability of water, intense rain and flood in some parts, and especially there one of their plants, that is Parbati Power 3 station, has gone outage because of flooding and other reason. That was for half year. During second quarter, their power generation has been 11% lower, again because of same reason. Then they have said that Parbati power station is fully operational now, but on 3rd and 4th of October of night, there was power station Tista Basin were unfortunately hit by flash floods, which is in North Sikkim. Because of that, now they are out, and they're saying that other two projects, Tista 5 and Tista 6, which is under construction, have suffered damages. This has also led to other two projects leading to forced outage. However, they're saying that it will be all these will be likely stored very shortly, and the T-Star 5 project is being planned in shortest time, which may be completed in another 1 year. However, they're saying that all these losses and other things, it won't be counted. I mean, it won't dent their profits because all their projects are insured under a mega insurance policy, which will take care of all these unprecedented things like flash floods and other damages to the hydroelectric projects. So next parameter, which is plant availability factor for half year of this year, is 91.93, which was like 99.23% last year. Again, because of lower water. So when there is low water, all plants will not be running as full 100% capacity. That's why they have run at 91%. And for quarter two, it has been 10% lower also. So next, because of all these things, their revenue for operations is down by 5%, which is of around 271 crores lower. This is again due to low generation, as we saw. If you don't produce more current, then how will you get more revenue? It's as simple as that. And for quarter two, it is 12% lower. So it looks like company is affected more in quarter two than in quarter one till now. So next, the company has said that other income for the year, it has actually increased, 408 crore they have received this half year when compared to 332 crore. This mainly is due to increase in dividend income and increase in realization of business interruption loss against insurance claim of Seva 2 power station by rupees 34 crore. So that loss which they had, so it had happened in previously, they are getting compensated for that now. So that's what, so majorly this company will have other income like most of the times, because one or the other project will keep getting damaged because of flash floods and other reasons. Then they've said that for quarter two, other income is 12% higher. Next, if you see generation expenses, it has gone up from 637 crores to 915 crore. This is because mainly of water cess, which has been levied in the state of Uttarakhand, Sikkim, and Himachal Pradesh. And they're saying that, however, there is no impact on profitability as this is a pass-through item from their end. So states have these states are looking to maximize their revenue streams. That's why they're putting all these water cess and other cesses on these companies. Then this company says like half year employee expenses has gone up from 598 crore to 619 crore, which is a barely 30% increase. So that is nothing to worry about. And then their finance cost has actually decreased from 244 crores to 229 crores, like 15 crore decrease because of change in interest rate. So the company has got good negotiation power because of their huge size, and they have reduced their interest rate. Then they've got depreciation and amortization expenses for half year has also gone down by 18 crore. This has happened because of completion of 12 years of Seva 2 power station. So what this is like, there is as per norms, for hydroelectric projects, 12 years is considered as life of the project. So after 12 years, there won't be any depreciation or amortization on that plant. That is why this is lower by 18 crores. So any plant, if it becomes 12 years of life, then that depreciation will not be there, so all the depreciation will be counted only for 12 years. So whatever will be coming from then on, it will be like assumed to be like depreciation free. So basically they've assumed project to have 12 years life. That's why they, let's say 100 crores, 12 crores they've spent on building a project, then each year 1 crore will be cut as depreciation and amortization, and after 12 years there is nothing to cut. So next, the other expenses have also come down from 858 crore to 725 crore. This is mainly due to impairment of investment of 106 crore in respect to hydroelectric project. So in a downstream, so basically they have a subsidiary company, they have not done their investment of 106 crore, and also they have reduced their CSR expenses by 39 crores. Then if you see profit after tax, it's actually 2500 crores as against 2483, so 1% higher it is revenue, and for quarter 2 also 1% higher, sorry, not revenue, profit after tax. So revenue was lower, but other income and all these other things added to the benefit, and their profit after tax has actually increased by 1% for the quarter. And they get some incentives also, like let's say they have a plant which has 600 megawatt rating, and if they generate more than that, like then they'll get, that is called a secondary energy, and they'll get incentives based on how much they'll generate above. But this year, because their this has been lower, they don't have any incentives, like it has been 0 crore when compared to previous years, is what the company is saying. And on capex they have said that they have occurred up to half year, that is this for till Q2 they have occurred 4095 crore as against total capex of 10,855 for the entire FY24. Then management gives a brief idea about what all projects are going on. Like they have so many projects coming up, it's like too much to read and too much, I'll be boring you with all the details. So Subansari lower project is one big project, and then Parbati 2 HE project, and then like this they have done many projects and they are doing it. A company has given like brief gist also for one of the questions by asked by one analyst, so we'll directly skip to that so that you'll get to know how much power they are adding, how much solar energy they'll be adding, all these things you'll get to know. So company is like giving so much detail, like it was more like half an hour company spoke, like in 1 hour call, half an hour it was only management giving brief about their revenues and their projects, so that is actually a good thing. So now we'll skip to questions. So one person asks, how much is the renewable portfolio of your company, that is NHPC. Renewable energy for them, they consider it as solar and water. So the management says that as of now they have 150 megawatt solar project, 150 megawatt wind project which are already running, and they're in process of constructing 1000 megawatt solar project at their own balance sheet, and then 65 megawatt through a subsidiary company called Bundelkhand Saur Urja Limited, and another 88 megawatt project through another subsidiary, that is NHDC. So and they have just one 200 megawatt project in Gujarat also. So the company says they're not very aggressive on renewable energy front. They are basically a hydro company, and they are keeping at least 12% ROE as the target. Like they'll be taking up projects of solar and wind only if they're getting 12%. If not, they're not even bidding. So if you see, it's almost around close to 1500 megawatt as of now, their renewable energy portfolio. Next, one person will ask, sir, how much capacity expansion? So this is basically how much the company is doing. So he'll ask how much capacity expansion are we doing for coming year. So the company says they have as of now 6971 megawatt in hydro projects. They are likely to commission another 800 megawatt of Parbati 2 and 120 megawatt in FY24-25. So that will make it all to almost 8000. Then another 2000 megawatt will be added by FY25-26 by commissioning of Subansiri lower project, and then 2000 megawatt with 624 kilo project also in FY25-26. So they'll be adding another 4000 in FY25-26, so that will bring it to 12,000. Then in FY26-27 they'll be doing another 1000 megawatt, 540 megawatt, 850 megawatt and 500 megawatt project. And therefore thereafter in hydro will commission our Dibang project of 2880 megawatt. So by year end they're expecting their total capacity, like I mean by 31 32 20 31 32, they're expecting their this thing to be of around 16,285 megawatt plants. So this is almost like you can say 2.5 times of their existing capacity. So you can easily expect share price to go from now price to 2.5 times. That will be if company goes according to plan and they keep executing their plans. So one person will ask NHPC how much, like how is their debt and how are they raising money. So the company says that as per CERC regulation, they have to raise 70% in debt form and 30% from their own money, that is own books. So they are raising the own book, they're completely easy on balance sheet and they are not facing any issue. And so then the person asks how much interest rate are you raising it at. So the company says they recently raised 2000 crore loan at 7.54 per year, and that is variable. So and they have also kept clause of prepayment at any time without any repayment charges. So like they are able to raise in such a high environment, a high interest rate environment also at 7.54%. So that is something this company is doing crazily. So then one person will ask about flash floods which happened, and because of that, T-Star 6 was damaged. That is their one project. So he asked if 2,900 crores which are already spent, all of it is gone or what. Like, so the management says that they have the loss is not entirely of that. They have to like fill debris in reservoir. They have to remove that, and in tunnels and other places there are stones which they'll have to clear. So they're expecting around 250 crore loss. And again they said that it will be fully insured through their insurance policy which they have bought for all mega projects. Like all projects they have bought insurance, so whatever loss will happen they'll get it back as insurance. So then one person will ask if La Nino basically condition will remain next year also, and because of which rain will be lower and due to which current production will be lower. So the company, the company says that if there are any design like shortfall in energy generation, then there is a provision in CERC regulation where they can claim for the shortfall of energy. And if they do very well then their design energy, then they'll get incentive also. So they're saying that 16 to 16.5% is like basic insulated return which they can expect on return on equity. And if incentives are there, that is good amount of rain is there and water, then it will go up to 19 to 20%. But 16.5 is the minimum return of equity which they can expect on NHPC. Then one person will ask on pump hydro storage project. So basically what happens is solar and wind energy is not continuous. So what companies will do is they have solar and wind energy and they'll pump water up against the gravity and store it in a reservoir. And when solar and wind energy is lower, that water will come down and it will run the rotor, and they'll generate electricity. So that is 24 bar 7 green energy, and this is called as pump hydro storage project. So the company, one person asked if their Andhra Pradesh plant which will be coming up will also have, like how much will the return on equity be. So they say return on equity is similar to hydro projects only, and it will be 16.5%. Then one person will ask about secondary energy. So secondary energy basically is, let's say a plant is designed for 500 megawatt and it generates 600 megawatts. That 100 megawatt extra generation is called as a secondary energy. And this extra energy, what is the tariff is that person is asking. So the company says like they'll get 1.2 rupees or the energy charges, like whichever is lower. So that price they'll get. I mean, like let's say now they have some project where they have signed PPA agreement for 1 rupee, then they'll get that 1 rupee, not 1.2 rupees. If they have signed for 5 rupees, then they'll get 1.2 rupees because this is extra power generated. So yeah, uh, that's how secondary energy goes. And that's all with the company. So this company is at very reasonable valuation, and they're entering into green space, and it's a public sector enterprise. But but their capex, everything has been good, and most of their losses or other things they have like that is covered by insurance. And if they have a shortfall, there is provision in regulation also to cover that shortfall loss. So this company looks like a very stable company, and their prospects or future also looks pretty decent, and valuations are also not very expensive. So you can consider at your own risk whether to buy or not. So that is my analysis. Stay updated and stay subscribed. So let me know which other companies con call you want me to do.